quid?
Oh, I think that's too bad, actually. She has only been here a year.
You get some quite nice gear for that. I could do your bent car radio for 20.
Look, it's not just a prezzy's got to come out of that. We ain't bought the booze yet.
Look, I need the number.
What, we having a party in the house then?
Well, you should know.
47.5.
To organise it.
47.9. Just now.
Got it 9.
You better have another whit round, Jim. Otherwise, we'll all end up drinking mountain bog water.
All of the numbers.
What about Brownlow?
Oh, he can come.
Saves a lot of time.
If he behaves himself.
Now, look, have you squared it with him? I mean, alcohol on the premises.
Jim, this is a senior officer's farewell. The rules don't apply.
But if you think I'm lugging a load of
Jim.
booze up...
Don't worry about it. I'll square it, all right?
Yeah, I'll hang on.
Stop that, boy!
Yeah? You want some for what? Thanks, Bob.
I hear there's a stabbing gun in the book.
That's right. Yeah, she's none too friendly.
Gee.
Shoplifter. Challenged in Everett's, did a runner, caught by the security guard, stuck him with a kitchen knife. It's not life-threatening, but still. Weapon, evidence, witnesses, no problem. George Garfield wants a word with you about it, though.
Okay.
George is down there.
Your Miss Pery looks a trifle hard-boiled.
Yeah, Sarge. 24-carat slag. This is her form to date. Petty but persistent. Mainly shoplifting, some of it organised.
So?
Well, the thing is, she lives on the Fairways estate. I know you're keen to make a contact now.
Would you know much?
Well, she's lived there years. She must be on the edge of a few things, even if she's not in them.
Drugs?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Plus, one or two of her known associates are into car crime. I mean, like I say, she'd be a useful person for us to do business with.
Have you tried?
Well, I wouldn't really know how. You know, I'd just nick her occasionally. The difference is this time, she could get a custodial. She hasn't been inside before.
Presumably you'd like to make the presentation?
Yes. Yes, I suppose so. Why not? What are we giving him?
Oh, don't worry about it, sir. See you in.
Frank, before you disappear to the off-licence, this promotion of Kim Reid's does have other ramifications besides a booze up in CID, you know. I hope we're all ready for it. We're not going to have Ted Roach sulking again, are we?
Well, Ted won't hold any personal grudges, sir. He knows the decisions weren't made here.
Well, they weren't exactly not made here either. Still, we don't need to disabuse him of that, do we? What about Greig? Are you happy with him as acting DI?
Well, a different style from mine, sir. But the pecking order's still the same, isn't it? We're all just shuffling one rung up the ladder.
Look, I hope this doesn't mean that you don't feel the need to change personally. D.C.I. is a pivotal appointment, acting or otherwise. It means taking an overview, strategy, innovation, thought.
Rest assured, sir. I shall grasp the challenge with both hands. Anyone would think I'm standing in for God.
Whereas I am, of course. There's a prisoner downstairs, Gov. OK with you if I talk to her?
Who is it?
Nicola Pery.
I thought she was paying to rights.
She is. That's why I want to talk to her. You're always saying I should have moments now.
588. Nicola Pery, turn informer? She wouldn't give you a hanky with snot on it.
How do you know? Did you ever talk to her?
No, I've always managed to keep out of gobbing distance.
Well, maybe now's the time to get a bit closer. Try and build a relationship. Look, the Fairways estate's becoming a real pain in the butt. Have you got a snout there? Is anybody else? So, OK if I talk to her then?
Just don't make her any silly promises. Build a relationship.
It's better than pushing people's heads down lavatories. Another fiver, please, Gov.
John.
Yeah.
Nicola Pery. I'd be grateful for the chance to speak to her.
Fine.
Informally.
What, on your own, you mean?
With the door open, naturally.
Well, I'll have to keep a record, informal or not.
That's fine.
Hit the panic button if you need me.
Hello, Nicola. I'm Detective Sergeant Greig. Mind if we have a chat about this afternoon?
What for?
You've been arrested for GBH. CID always take a look at that.
GBH only scratched the wump.
I understand you haven't been fingerprinted yet. Shall we do it now?
What a waste of time.
Fingerprinting? No. Has no one ever told you what we do each time you're charged? It avoids cock-ups. Means we match the right Nicola Pery with the right previous convictions. so the judge gets an accurate picture. Because it's Crown Court this time, you realise that, don't you, Nicola? Not 3 muppets on a bench. GBH is a serious offence.
I only scratched him.
You're looking at a custodial sentence.
A what?
Why not?
They don't send mothers down.
Those that carry knives, they do.
Look, I've got a 5-year-old just started school.
Besides, you've got 2 kids, not 1, and the oldest is already in care. So keeping the family together's not that much of an issue, is it? Would you like to wash your hands now?
Viv, you need a top-up.
Sorry?
Kim Reid.
Oh, brilliant.
Regarding the present.
Haven't you bought it yet?
No, I haven't. Look, I was wondering if...
Oh, sorry, I'm off to see a witness. Hope to be back in time for the party, though.
Right.
Do you always carry a knife when you go lifting?
Give it a rest, will you?
Kids' clothes, total value $27.90. Hardly worth stabbing a security guard for.
I stabbed him because he was hurting me. It's called self-defence.
He committed a crime. He was attempting a lawful citizen's arrest. You're a habitual criminal, Nicola. You were carrying a knife. The prosecution's going to say those 2 facts are linked.
Well, they should try living around here then, shouldn't they?
What do you mean? You're saying you carry a knife of protection?
Well, you're quick, aren't you?
Well, the court's not going to like that either.
They'd rather I get raped every night then.
You've put a man in hospital in the course of committing theft. That's all I'm saying, Nicola. In the current climate, with your record, that's 6 months inside at least.
All right, if it keeps you happy.
It's not a question of whether I'm happy. How do you feel about it?
I couldn't give a toss. Why, what's it to you anyway?
Just trying to understand. Treat you like a human being.
You sound like a bloody social worker.
You've never been inside before, though, have you, Nicola? I wonder if you realise what it's like to be locked up. It comes as quite a shock to some people.
Oh, you're scaring me.
Do you know anyone who's been to prison?
Me? Nah. Anyway, I could do with the rest.
What about your daughter, Olivia, though? She wouldn't be able to go with you. You'd miss her, wouldn't you?
Yeah, they could miss you. She drives me up the walls.
Yeah, well, they're all a bit of a handful at that age, aren't they? But surely...
You got kids?
No, I haven't.
No, don't tell me then, all right?
School will be out soon. We ought to make arrangements for her to be met.
She can find her own way home. She's got a key.
Will there be anyone in?
She knows how to turn the telly on.
Okay, so... what'll happen to her when you go down? Is her father around?
Do me a favour.
She'll go into care then. That doesn't bother you?
No. Perhaps she won't give them as much lip as she gives me. Look, what do you want? Do you fancy me or something? Is that it?
I've told you. I just don't like the Nick 'em and bin 'em approach.
Yeah. Well, get me a pack of fags from the custody sergeant then.
Yeah, sure. In a minute. What about your flat on the fairways?
What about it?
Well, you'll lose it, won't you?
They're not going to put me off that. I mean, they'll only have to rehouse me when I come back out again.
No, I'm not so sure about that. 3 months, maybe, but they're hardly going to leave it standing empty for 6 months.
Well, it's not going to be empty, is it?
Why not?
Because my boyfriend lives there.
Oh, you've got a boyfriend?
Oh, don't sound so surprised.
Sorry, no offence. What's his name?
Mind your own.
Oh, come on, you're not ashamed of him, surely.
No, I'm not.
What's his name then?
Neil Simpson.
What's he do?
Do?
Yeah, has he got a job?
Yeah, he's not a ponce. He's on the building.
Good. How long have you been together?
Christmas.
A few months then. You miss him
What?
when you're inside?
Yeah, I'll cry into my pillow every night.
No, I'm not talking all lovey-dovey, don't get me wrong. It's just that we do find that's one of the major problems when men go down. The loss of physical contact.
Oh, you mean sex?
Yeah.
Oh, I expect I'll manage.
Anyway, getting back to your flat, Neil will have to get out if the tenancy's in your name, I'm afraid. So who'll he move in with?
Why should I move in with anybody?
Sorry, I'd misunderstood. This is a stable relationship we're talking about then?
Yes, it's a stable relationship. We make out 7 days a week, which is 2 more than we previous managed. All right.
So wherever he goes, he'll be there waiting for you when you come out.
Haven't gone down yet.
Does he know you're here?
No.
You haven't told him? Well, we can get a message to him. He'll be concerned, surely.
You might as well be together as much as possible. 18 months is a long time.
You said 6.
6 minimum, Nicola. There are judges who'd look at your record and decide you've been playing the system far too long. This GBH could be a godsend for a tough judge. You could be made an example of. Of course, you're luckier than most. You've got a man who'll wait.
I thought you were staying in your own office.
Yeah, I am. It's just that I didn't know our parting was going to come via promotion. Yours or mine. I thought you'd just have me shipped out sideways.
Well, if it had come down to you and me, I would have done. I wasn't about to disappear in a puff of smoke like Gordon Ray, I can assure you. There you go. Greatness has been thrust upon us, so that's that. Right, budget forecast to the end of the year, street crime initiatives, post-implementation review, and CID response to total geographic policing, -- allocation of functional responsibilities.
Dictionary? Thank you. Oh, you're not rushing off, are you? Only the troops will want to mark your departure later.
With a footprint on the backside in certain cases, I'm sure.
Now you're fishing for compliments.
Alistair, I've phoned social services. I'll see to the daughter. But I've got to bail Purdy soon unless you've got a good reason. All the paperwork's done.
No problem. We're only chatting.
There's no way I'm going to get sent down. When I was up there last, I didn't have a job. I'm on a course now, proper with a grant and all.
Yes.
I've got a kid. It was self-defence and I can prove I'm trying to change.
Might be worth a try. And then again, the court might see it as just another ploy. Could rebound on you. What's the course, anyway?
Hairdressing.
Oh. Well, I don't think you're going to be giving Neil another haircut for a while. Still, he'll probably be able to carry on with it in prison. Should be quite proficient at it by the time you come out, if you stick at it. Should be able to do a really good job on him. Would you plan to set up at home, then? Have customers come to you? Ideal situation, that, really, on a big estate like Fairways. That's if you get back there, of course. Yeah, a lot of young mothers work from home now, don't they? Makes sense. Of course, not all home jobs are legal, are they? For example, on Fairways, we know some of the young mums are pushing drugs. I'm not saying you are. Well, that's one of the good things about talking to you like this, so that I can say to our people, Nicola Purdy's one we don't have to worry about, yeah? I expect there are one or two you know that we do have to worry about, no?
Get stuffed.
That was part of your older kid's problem, wasn't it? The one in care. Drugs.
His problem was he was too free with his fist like his father.
Maybe if he hadn't got into drugs, though.
I'm not interested.
You don't approve, surely, drugs being cut and sold in people's kitchens.
He never got his from the estates.
You sure about that?
Yes, I am.
Some kids do, though.
Well, that's their stupid fault. They know what they're doing, and I know what you're doing.
I'm trying to help you, Nicola.
Treat me like a human being. You just want a grass. Forget it.
Fair enough. I'm trying to be honest with you, Nicola. I'm 99.9% certain you're going down. But you're 100% that Neil and everything is going to be okay while you're away. So, I've got nothing more to say. Just see the custody sergeant about your bail arrangements, all right?
What kind of prat like you do anyway? If I'm going down, I'm going down.
That depends on whether you trust me or not. Look, what we say in here is totally unofficial, Nicola. You can have no worries on that. No tape recordings, no nothing. Just you and me. Now, I've said I want to help. But why should I give you something for nothing? I can't do business like that. I need something in return.
I said, what can you do for me?
Well, I won't bull you for a start. I don't know what the court's going to decide.
What's the chance of a suspended?
Now you're asking. 3 months might be a more realistic target, I don't know. But what I can say is that whatever's possible would be done. And without anyone you wouldn't want to know about it getting to know.
And the price for trusting you?
I just want a friend on the estate, that's all. No, not like that. I'm not cutting in on Neil's territory.
No.
A little bit of an ear on the drug situation. Who's selling, who's buying?
You want me to grass on my mates?
Are they your mates? You worried about being sussed?
Look, I'm in here. 10 minutes later, my next door neighbour gets nicked. And I don't mean my next door neighbour. No, it's too close to home.
I respect your feelings on that.
Thanks.
Maybe later, yeah?
Maybe.
We are talking about a transaction here, Nicola. A deal. Help for help. We have to trust each other, yes, but basically...
Basically, I won't know whether you're worth trusting until I'm in court.
No, you won't. And that's tough. But if your information's not good, you can forget it anyway. Is there anything else you could help me with if the drug scene's too sensitive? How about car crime? There's enough of that on the estate. Or handling, maybe? There must be some kind of disposal network for all the gear you nick. One name. One address, that's all I want. And I promise I'll do my best for you.
Get us another cup of tea, that one's cold.
Well, she's only been at D.C.I. for 5 minutes. It's quite a leg up, isn't it?
Leg over, more like.
Cheers, Jim.
Oh, Jimbo.
No. Ground floor invited? No.
I'm not telling you nothing that can be traced back to me.
I'm not asking you to.
And you can forget the estate.
Okay.
And I'm not giving you no names either.
What can you give me, Nicola? An address?
There's a shop in Tamplin Street, far end near the pub. It sells bits and bobs.
Bits and bobs?
It sells food, a few toys.
What's it called?
Tamplin Stores, I think.
You think?
Yeah, Tamplin Stores.
And?
It's full of bent gear.
What kind of gear?
Box electrics mostly. Warehouse jobs.
Thank you.
Aussie Tutu? Are you serious? Really? How you doing, Alistair? She spat you out in little bubbles yet?
Yeah, come on, let's see.
Sorry. Ted.
Yeah?
Yeah, right, I'll hang on. Those blaggings on the commercial estate.
Which ones?
Last month, the two that were done on the same night. Weren't the Ackland brothers in the frame for that?
Only his names, along with about 50 others. I mean, the burglary squad drew a blank. There was no smell of the gear.
That stuff went back up in the Midlands, didn't it?
That's your theory.
Up to that cousin they're supposed to do business with.
Ramesh Patel.
Something like that.
He's taken a shop in Tamplin Street. I've reason to believe a search warrant may be in order. We think the Ackland brothers did it. We know Ramesh Patel handles. And Nicola Purdy says there's gear in his shop.
She what?
She says there's gear there, electrical, and I believe her.
Ted, give the court a ring, see if they can squeeze you in.
Well, no, what about Madam's party?
Stuff Madam's party. She's got a promotion. Go on. I'm gobsmacked, Alistair. What did you promise her? A free pardon and a 20 grand reward?
She doesn't want to lose her boyfriend. She thinks this is it.
What?
Whatever. Someone who thinks she's special.
What chance has a slag like that got of finding anybody who thinks she's special?
None whatsoever. But we all have to dream, don't we?
Well,
Next
of order, please! 3 times.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you'd like to join me in congratulating Kim on her promotion to superintendent. To say that we'll all miss her bustling presence here at Sun Hill. Her dedication, her enthusiasm, but most of all, her forward thinking has been a breath of fresh air in this particular department. We'd like to wish you all the best, Kim. And we'd like to ask you to accept this as a token of our continuing esteem. Good luck.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Well, go on, open it, Mum.
Bye. You're a rat.
Oh, not for me. Are you sure? Hello? Yeah. What is it?
Well, I didn't know what else to get her. Look, we always give people tankards, don't we?
No, Jim. Thanks very much. It's very nice.
Why?
I shall put it on my mantelpiece, next to my pipe.
Sorry to interrupt, ma'am. Sir, I've got the brief. I've seen Munro. He said we can have a van and 4 uniforms if we go now.
Is that all right, sir? I did mention this. Duty and all that.
Yes, I suppose so.
Sorry about this, ma'am.
Sure.
Save us a drink, eh? Not you, Carver. You stay here and be polite.
Sorry, Mum. See you later, I hope.
Yes.
Thanks a lot, Mum. All the best. I'll see you again soon. Thank
Bye,
you.
Tosh.
Bye.
Would you like another scotch, Mum?
Yes, in that.
Go ahead, Tosh.
Morning position at the back, Gov.
All right, keep it tight. We'll do the business at the front.
Received.
Hope you haven't been a party pooper for nothing, Alistair.
Mr. Ramesh Patel. Detective Sergeant Greig, Sunhill CID. Sorry to arrive just as you're closing, sir, but we have a warrant to search these premises for stolen goods. If you don't mind if we go in, sir, could you accompany us, please? You don't mind if we start in the back, do you, sir?
Bingo. Well, I hope she lives happily ever after.
Yeah.
What's the matter with you?
You all right?
Post-recruitment blues?
Result, eh?
Don't worry about it.
Come on, lads.
You
Get
will
this
soon
woman in the back of
forget
the
your
van.
moral qualms. So will she.
Well, I enjoyed that, yeah.
Hello, Mum. I think we should do some party over. We're just coming back to celebrate.
They've all gone down the pub.
Oh, you all right? Huh? I'm going to get you a cab.
No, no, I'm being met.
Come on. Excuse me, Mum. All the best, eh?
Thanks.
See you again.
Bye.
Ta-ra.
Bye. Bye, Frank. See you in court, perhaps.
You have to catch me first.